Hello.
Hi, good
Hi.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jonah. I will be your
Mm.
tutor for today. How are you?
You can call me James.
Nice to meet you,
Mm.
James.
I'm fine. I was busy last week and I had a hectic schedule. So today I'm staying at home and take a rest now. So I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing good as well.
Mm. Mm.
Thank you so much for asking. And
Mm.
I believe you wanted to have a free conversation. Is that correct?
Right. Right.
Okay, so you want to skip introductions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what topic do you want to talk about?
Anything is okay. You can give me any random question. The reason why I asked you that you give me any random question, regardless of my preference or interest, if I let you know my interest, then you will give me some similar questions which was given by other tutors before. So, what would
Mm,
better that you give me any? You can choose any topic and
any
give me
topic.
any question, and you can jump from one topic to other topic anytime. No problem.
Okay. All right.
Mm,
So my first question for you is,
mm,
if you could have a fictional
mm,
superhero for a best
mm,
friend, who would
mm.
it be?
Maybe Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay,
Mm.
why?
Because he's a rich person and then he can fly and then he's smart, so I can learn a lot of things from him.
Okay.
Mm.
And mm, aside from Iron Man, who would be your
Mm.
second choice?
Let me think. Let me think. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, so just Iron
Mm.
Man.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. All right. And what color would you choose to describe yourself?
If I answer for your question, then you will ask why. But I can answer for this question with color, but I'm not able to tell the reason because I don't know why. I just like blue, but I don't know why.
Blue. Okay.
Mm-mm,
Sometimes blue is accompanied by sadness, so that's not
mm-mm.
your personality.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You're not. Okay.
Mm-mm,
That's fine. And
mm-mm,
what is something you have accomplished as an adult that
mm-mm.
your younger self would be proud of?
When I was young, the financial situation of my family was awful, very awful. That is why I could not live with my parents. I had to live with my grandmother. That is why I had nothing, and then even I suffer from lack of resource, money, and some other necessary stuff. That is why it was very difficult time to me. But anyhow, I made an effort to be a better person and improve myself every day. That is why I could make an achievement, and then I think I'm proud of me. So that is something that I want to tell my childhood.
Okay. So you were able to accomplish the things that you want to do. Like,
Not everything, but I made great achievement. So just like that.
okay. Can you
Mm-mm.
tell me specifically what that achievement
Mm.
is that you're very proud of?
No, that is personal,
Okay,
thing.
okay.
So I'm not able to share that.
Okay, that's okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
All right. And um, you mentioned that during your childhood it was
Mm-mm.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
And can you share with me like what motivated you to strive?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Actually, whenever I have free time, I try to read books, especially about which are related with business, investing, and economy. That is why a book inspired me a lot and also motivate me a lot. So I could learn a lot of knowledge and information and know-how from books many times.
Okay. So I guess you could give us an advice to younger
Mm-hmm.
people to read books.
Mm-hmm.
It could help a lot.
Yes, reading book is, how can I say, the answer of how to lead life properly. All the know-how and then all the information and knowledge and wisdom is written by author and also it is in the book. So reading book is very important.
Okay. So what book would you recommend people to read?
That is very difficult question. I have read more than 1,000 books, then how can I choose one specific book? It depends on what the person like, the field, and what he like, what she likes. So if you do not if you do not give me any specific, part of book, then I'm not able to answer for this question. That's impossible.
I see. So you mentioned 1,000
Mm,
books. Wow.
mm, mm, mm.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so maybe can you tell me which is your favorite? Just a title.
Mm, I like Crunchy War and also the 4 hour work week. I also like the book. Mm-mm,
4-hour work week. And what was the
mm-mm.
first one?
Currency War.
Fancy World?
You don't need to search. You don't need to search. Why are you searching that now?
I don't know. I'm gonna take note of it.
Mm-mm.
I'd
Okay.
like to try reading it sometime.
But in case of Crunchy War, it will be very difficult. The book is very thick, and then if you do not have any base or knowledge of economy, then that's very difficult.
It's an economy book. Okay, yeah. I
Mm-mm,
think that's
mm-mm,
gonna be hard. Okay,
mm-mm.
thank you so much. Do you also read novels?
Hmm?
Do you also read novels?
Only sometimes, but most of the time, I try to read some practical books instead of novel.
Okay. So you
Mm-hmm,
prefer books wherein you can get more knowledge
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
guidelines. I see. Thank you so
mm-hmm,
much.
mm-hmm.
And does your name have meaning?
Once again, pardon?
What does your name mean? Or is there like a representation
No
or
meaning,
symbol?
no meaning, no
No.
meaning, no meaning of my name. Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm.
And do you have a comfort food?
Let me think. I do not try to eat any snack or comfort food. Like, some people, most of people like, have a candy or chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
when they want to eat something. But in my case, I don't. I don't want to eat something except meal. So, I don't think so. I don't have a comfort food.
Okay. And what can you say is your favorite thing about your personality?
Let me think. Evaluate myself is very difficult. If
Mm-hmm.
I say something gloomy, then I'm pessimistic person. But if I say something positive, then I can be an arrogant person. But let me try to think of that. Mm, well, still personal. So let's move on.
Okay.
Mm,
And
mm.
is there anything that gives you goosebumps?
Okay, let me read. What gives you goosebumps? Difficult question. How can I say? Uh, Maybe, as a grown man, I don't feel any goosebumps easily. Uh, it is difficult to think of that in no time, but let me try. Let me try. Uh, I still need more time to think of this. Let's move on.
Okay, no problem.
Mm, mm,
Just random.
mm.
Oceans or mountains? Which do you prefer?
I think I prefer mountain instead of ocean. When I was young, I prefer to go to beach instead of going mountain, but I don't know. As a grown man, as time goes by, I like the mountain more than the sea. I don't know why.
Do you go hiking sometimes?
Mm, yes, sometimes.
Like
But
how often?
but usually I'm busy. So if you ask me, you just ask me which one do I prefer. That is why I answer for your
Mm,
question. I
just
prefer
mountain.
mountain, but it doesn't mean that I go hiking a lot frequently. I'm
Mm,
busy person. I don't have sufficient time to do such
mm-mm.
outdoor activities.
Okay, but if given that free time, you will choose going to
Yes, of
beach.
course. Actually, the reason why I'm busy nowadays. to be free in the future and then have more sufficient time to go hiking or whatever I truly like. So it means, I'm doing something that I do not like sincerely to do something that I truly want to do in the future.
Hmm. So you're doing something right now that you don't like?
Not like a lot.
Not like a lot. And I
You
guess you
know,
can
you know,
tell me what that
actually,
is.
actually, not only me, but also a lot of people. I don't know if what you are doing is truly your dream job. I don't think so. Maybe, most of people are doing the same thing. So we are doing something that we truly don't like to do something that we truly like in the future, hopefully.
I see. And
Mm,
is it okay if I ask what it is that you want to
mm,
do in the future?
mm. Actually, I have a long-term life goal that is retire from the work as much as possible and travel all over the world. And for that, I need a sufficient money to secure the rest of our life because, we are living in a capitalistic country, so like it or not, we need the money. So
Mhm.
that's what I want to do. So the point is, I want to do something that I want to do, whatever it is. It can be just, going hiking or just, it can be just doing something outside just like that, but anyhow, for that I need a sufficient money and time. So to
Mm,
secure sufficient money and time regardless of working for something, if I need to depend on my wage from a company, then that is not a free of that is not a real freedom of my life. Anyhow, I have to go to the office, even though I don't want to go there. So I don't have any choice. But if I have sufficient money, and why do I need to work for a company? I can just, stay at home or just whatever I want. So that is my point.
I see, I see.
Mm-mm,
Okay, thank you so much. And
mm,
yes, I think everyone dreams of
mm,
uh, having security, like having
mm,
sufficient money, so that when the
mm,
time comes that you're able to
mm,
retire, you can
mm.
do everything, everything you
I think
want.
so. Exactly, exactly.
I see. Thank you so much.
Mm, mm,
And is there a person you admire the most, and
mhm.
how has that person impacted the way that you live your life?
It is very difficult to choose one specific person. I mean, just I have read too many books, so I admire a lot of people. Since I have read the books about these people, and most of them are successful persons, and they inspired a lot of things to me and also other people. Their influence was quite a big impact to people. So, for example, in case of investing, there is a greatest and historical investor in America named Warren Buffett. So he is admirable. So what he is doing is a great philosophy, and then a lot of people try to follow up his principle. So I'm one of them. And then also in case of philosophy, Socrates and also Plato, such greatest philosopher, even though they are ancient people, anyhow, we can still learn a lot of things from them. And then in case of self improvement, there is a name of author. His name is Tim Ferriss, and then he is also inspired a lot of people, including me. So a lot of people, not only just one specific person.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mm.
And I can really sense that you
Mm.
love knowledge because you mentioned
Yes,
a
of
lot
course.
of
Mm.
philosophers. You really
Mhm.
read, you find, I think you're a person who finds something to inspire oneself.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So even from books, you really try to find something that would motivate you.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's actually inspiring. Oh, speaking
Mhm.
of which, uh, I can see that you have been impacted by those people that you mentioned.
Mhm. Mhm.
One day, have you ever dreamt of
Mhm.
like being an inspirational speaker or writing your own book,
Mhm.
something like that?
Mm, actually, I want to be a successful successful person, but unknown. I want to be unknown. I don't want to be a famous. person, and then I don't want to speak to other people in front of others. So I don't like it. I want to be successful. That is why my dream is not to be a successful person. I just want to travel all over the world as an unknown.
Okay, you don't want to be famous at all.
Hmm. Then
Just
I will lose my personal life. I definitely don't like it.
okay. And you mentioned traveling all over the world. So do
Mm-mm-mm.
you have top three countries or places you want to visit?
I have been to more than 25 countries so far. But I have not been to any North American country, such as America, Mexico, Canada. So if I have chance to go abroad, firstly, I want to, because anyhow, I will travel most of countries. So if I need to choose one specific country as my first destination, it will be America because I have not been there. And then I also like investing. I'm truly into investing. That is why there is a city, just like investing symbol, like, city name of Wall Street. That is why I want to go there to look around the places in person.
Okay. And after America, what is your
Mm.
next go-to?
Maybe I can directly move out to Canada from America because those countries are connected. So
Mm,
easily I can move from America to Canada.
okay. Thank you. And I noticed that you're already good at English. So did you also
I
learn
have to.
from book? Ah, okay.
Mm.
You had to because of work.
Yes, I'm working for an overseas division, so like it or not, I have to communicate with many foreign vendors and customer.
I
Mm,
see. Okay. And how did you get that fluent? Did
mm.
you do it by reading books or watching videos?
No, reading book is not a way of learning speaking part. That is definitely distorted. Some people just, say that if we listen to some English news or article alone for a long time, then our English skill can be automatically improved. That is definitely wrong. Actually, speaking part is definitely reverse. To learn, just listening or reading article, definitely different. When we to be a good speaker, we have to write something properly. Otherwise, for example, if we are not able to make a proper sentence, then how can we just speak something? So firstly, I try to write down something in English, write my diary and then make something my thought in English. So writing should be the first step of learning English when it comes to speaking. Speaking is definitely different with listening or reading. So writing shall be the first step. So when I could write something down, as I write something down in Korean, then I just try to translate something in my head. So for example, even though I'm staying in South Korea, if some other Korean people try to say something to me in Korean, then at the same time I try to translate it in my head. That was the way of improving my speaking skill.
Oh, okay. Wow. Thank you so much. And I like what you said. Writing shall be the first step because
Mm-hmm.
if you're able
Mm-hmm.
to write it, definitely you
Mm-hmm.
can read it and speak it, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
the first time I've heard that idea. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take note of that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And next question. If you could travel back in
Mm-hmm.
time, which
Mm-hmm.
part of your life would you like to go back to?
If I go back in time, then I want to get back to the past, up to 10 years ago. Then at the time, the cryptocurrency was released publicly, I mean Bitcoin. But people didn't care of Bitcoin at the time, so the value of Bitcoin was almost zero. So it means if I could put my money into cryptocurrency, I could secure a lot of Bitcoin with small money. So I just put my money into Bitcoin and wait for the time that I could be a billionaire.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Mm.
So it's still more of investing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So during that time, you did not invest
Mm.
as well.
Unfortunately not. I didn't expect that, Bitcoin will be a mainstream of investing like this. So unfortunately not.
But right now, you have already invested some.
No, no. In
Not yet.
case of yes, Bitcoin as of now, cryptocurrency market, I don't trust that. If I just buy it when the value was almost zero, so whatever happened, now it is almost 23,000 US dollar. So maybe if I secured Bitcoin sufficiently at the time 10 years ago, then maybe I could possess it. But now it is already increased a lot, so I do not trust this market anymore. Because if
Ah,
a property is increased like this very steeply in a short time, then ultimately, one day it can collapse.
okay. Thank you so much.
Mm-mm.
And what about the current world would be most surprising to your younger self?
Mm, I think smartphone. If I go back to 10 year, no, 20 years ago, at the time there was no smartphone, so we even could not expect that we can just discuss something through phone, cell phone, and we could just see each other, and then we can even just communicate with foreign person like this on free. That was almost impossible in the past. So maybe that was the most surprising thing.
Okay, so
Mm-mm.
smartphone. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
And what was the first big purchase that you made as an adult?
Maybe it is a house, of course, real estate property. My house is very expensive, so I could not buy it with my own possession. I had to apply for a bank loan so I could buy it. I think that was the most expensive, stuff that I bought as an adult.
Okay, that's a really good possession to have. It's a
I
necessity.
think so.
Yes. And what superpower do you
Mm.
wish to have?
Absolutely. Reading a book in a second.
Wow. So it's still about reading books. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
what is your favorite season?
We have four seasons in Korea: spring, summer, autumn, winter. I like three seasons among four. That is, except summer. I truly like something hot. So, except summer, I like the rest of three seasons.
Oh, okay. So that's your least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you love most about yourself?
I'm resolute and then I'm success-oriented person, so I try to improve myself all the time.
Okay, that's very
Mm-hmm.
important, trying to improve
Mm-hmm.
oneself all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I can feel that you are a really busy person. How do you unwind after work?
I want to refresh myself, but that is very difficult to do because I don't have sufficient time to do that. So, you know, actually, our life is not a speed, but that is direction. So all the time, we have to figure out and realize our goal, life goal. So every day, I try to check my life goal, and then I just, record what I did for my life in a day. So such kind of daily improvement and then effort can make a big achievement in the future. So I think that is way of refreshing myself. Even though I'm tired, I just quite tired, but anyhow I can just endure. Since I'm going to my just personal goal, I'm just my life goal. That is why if I can approach to my life goal, if I almost approach the life, then I'm not tired anymore.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. That's really amazing. And it's my first time meeting someone like you. You're very goal oriented and you really strive for success. Is
I hope so.
and what do you think is one thing that your loved ones would be surprised to learn about you?
Mm, well, difficult question. actually evaluate myself is difficult. So, but anyhow, please keep this question. So when we have another class next time,
I
then we
am.
can discuss this one constantly.
Okay. Yeah. Time's up. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for having me. I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
this lesson so much. Have a
Me
good
too.
one.
Okay.
Thank
You too. Bye
you.
bye.